Okay guys, I'm back again today for Inspirational Friday, and I'm using the kit Jaws Because by La La Land Crafts. I'm taking my Peacock Feathers Distress ink and I'm inking it up on my Make Art by Ranger and just dabbing it down, adding a spritz of water, and then heat setting it. This is such an easy, super simple, clean card. Anybody could do this. Just making sure it's all dry, and then I'm going to dab it in the ink in the water again, just to give it some more splatters. And then I'm taking my splatter brush and splattering it off camera. It got messy, so I had to do that off camera. Taking my tag die, and I die cut that out, and then I die cut out the little tab that goes on top. And now we're going to watercolor the little whale. He's so cute. Using my archival Ranger ink, jet black. I'm going to ink it up on my Tim Holtz platform. Stamping it on some Strathmore watercolor paper. Using my Zig Clean Color brush pens, I'm going to go on the outline of my whale and just going all around the outside of it, so that way I can drag the color towards the center, and the center will be the lightest part of it. Super easy, really simple. Using my water brush pen, I'm going to start the dragging of the ink around. I'll let you watch me do this, and you can listen to the music. I'll catch you back in a few minutes. In a lighter gray. All the details for everything that I used today will be in the description box below this video. You just have to click the little arrow button down and you can go shopping. You can figure out what I used and get it for yourself if you don't have it. Alright, now just to add a little bit of blush for the cheeks. I always have to add blush for the cheeks, right? There we go. Let it dry. Hit it with the heat gun and fussy cut it out. I love these scissors. They're by EK Success. And turning the paper as I'm cutting, it's a lot easier to turn the paper than it is to turn your scissors like crazy, so turn the paper while you fussy cut. Leaving a white border all the way around so that he's like really pops off the background of the tag. There we go. There he is. I used my pierced scallops die cut from La La Land Crafts and cut it out of white cardstock. And just like the tag, I am going to ink up my peacock feathers on my Make Art by Ranger mat and spritz it with some water. And then just smoosh it in. Smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. And hitting it with the heat gun, getting it all dry. And I will go back in a second time to get some more layers and some dots. The key to making this work is to make sure it's dry before going in a second time. See? Cool. And then making sure it's all dry. Getting it so that all those cute little dots stay on there. And now I'm going to take the cotton ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just gonna thread that through the little hole, cut it off, and cinch it up. This ribbon is really great. It's by Paper Studio, and you can ink it, you can do whatever you want. And with a Tim Holtz loop pin, I put on a little bit of a little charm, and using some foam dots, I'm going to pop this little whale up. I'm taking my piercing tool and just removing the backing of this foam adhesive. Great, right? And I'm going to do the same thing with the tag. Putting some foam adhesive on that. I'm going to take my Glimmer Mist by Tattered Angels and just spritzing the background of the card, and I did remove the whale because I forgot to do it, and I did spray the tag too. Taking the long flag die, and I made the flag shorter by only chopping off half the paper and then running it through the die cut machine again with just the end being able to cut, so I could get my sentiment on a really short flag. And using some Versamark ink, I'm going to ink this up. I used a static bag to remove any static from this paper so that the powder won't stick to anything else. And using my white embossing powder, I'm going to dab off the excess. And then heat setting it. See? Alright, let's put this together. I'm taking my tacky glue and applying it everywhere on the card. I love this tacky glue, it is my favorite. Lining it up. I'll take a bone folder and make sure it's all nice and flat. And I just set an acrylic block on top of it and make sure that it flattens out. And I'm going to glue up the pierced scallops die that I cut out with white paper and applying that and using the bone folder to make sure it's nice and flat. Taking off the adhesive from the foam squares on the back. Placing it on just so. Added a little bit of foam square on the back of the flag die because that part will stick off and the tag sticks up a little bit. So I just gotta position it just right. Just like that. Adding a little bit of sequins because you can't have too much sparkle, right? Especially in the ocean. So there it is. Thanks for watching, and do like and subscribe for more crafty videos. All the links for the products that I used are in the description.